What's going on, ladies and gents? Today we're going to run some experiments to answer the long sought out mystery. Does tipping your delivery driver really matter? Is it going to get you faster and better service from Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub, etc.? Let's find out. The first order arriving here is the no-tip DoorDash order. It showed up on the driver's end as $2 and likely at least 4 miles depending upon where he was when he received the order. How are you today?
Good, how about you?
Doing well, thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm doing some in-app experiment stuff. Did they stack this with anything or no? Do you know?
I'm not sure.
Okay, cool. Man, you have a great weekend. Thank you. This is the Uber Eats no-tip order showing up right now. It likely has the exact same criteria, $2, at least 4 miles. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing well. I know the 2 is very rare, but it's actually real. Hey, quick question.
Yes,
I'm doing some like Uber versus DoorDash, like experiment stuff. Did they stack this with anything or no? Like with another order?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they stacked it up.
Yeah,
I thought so.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Not all the time. What's the pin, sir?
6552.
6552.
My wife created an Uber Eats account to place the orders at the exact time I was placing my DoorDash orders. We picked Saturday around 2 p.m. so there wouldn't be any traffic variables in the equation. Also, the quantities and items were identical. We placed the no-tip orders at 2:18 p.m. from Duck Donuts in Pflugerville. I asked each driver if the orders were stacked, but nothing showed in-app about another drop-off, so I have to assume these orders were not likely stacked. The DoorDash order arrived at 2:45 p.m., which means it only took around 25 minutes to get here. The Uber Eats order arrived at 3:15 p.m., which means it took almost an hour to get here. Again, don't worry, as you can see in the video, I did tip these drivers cash. Now let's get on to the in-app tipped orders and see how those go. These orders had $6 tips in-app added to them, meaning it'll show up as $8 for 4
How's your
miles,
weekend
making
going?
them high-paying orders.
6552.
Okay, 1 minute.
What's up, man? How are you? Doing good, thank you. You have a great weekend. Thank you.
The tipped orders were very interesting as both DoorDash and Uber orders were stacked with other orders. I'm assuming they use these high-paying orders to get drivers to deliver other low-paying orders via a stack. Both of the orders were placed at 3:22 p.m. The Uber Eats order won this round, being delivered at 3:54 p.m. The DoorDash order was dropped off at 3:56 p.m. The $2 no tip from DoorDash actually arrived around 10 minutes faster than this high-paying diamond order with the $6 in-app tip. The Uber order went from an hour with no tip to only around 30 minutes with the $6 tip. What can we learn from this? DoorDash has conditioned their drivers to take $2 orders by using acceptance rate as a form of punishment. Sadly, DoorDash has drivers eager to lose money and gobble up these no-tip orders. It's horrible. The other night, I met some really nice drivers when McDonald's had us locked out on Easter. One man actually drives an hour from his house just to work for DoorDash. And Easter, he said, was the first night when he actually got decent orders. Think about that, man. He drives 2 hours there and then back home to take $2 orders for DoorDash. And the system just is going to keep sending him those orders because he's taking that crap. Watch this video with him in it, and I'll be right back.
You? I said I'd do both, but this is Uber.
Uber. I think I'm going to have to get away from DoorDash because their pay sucks. Yeah,
Yeah, Uber's better, but
that was probably the first time I've ever gotten $8 orders. This one here, unfortunately, was $2. And it barely just circled around and couldn't find anybody, so
Uber's definitely better.
yeah, it's better.
I tried to do Uber since I live over in Rockville and said, I'm sorry, it's not available in your area.
Well, use an address or a P.O. box or something over here.
Yeah, I think I'm going to try that because $2 orders, I mean, I'm sorry, but that didn't even pay for
Yeah,
gas.
no, that's a waste of time. Yeah.
So Uber's the way.
Uber has a tougher criteria to become a driver, and their drivers are more competent overall than DoorDash. Also, since Uber Eats doesn't punish for a low acceptance rate, Uber drivers will decline these trash orders. Uber then has to pay more as the order sits, or they stack it with other high-paying orders. As you can see in this video, Uber also has lower fees to their customers versus what you have to pay to place orders on DoorDash. You should always tip your driver no matter what app you're using. However, it looks like no tip orders on DoorDash have no drop in quality of service nor in the speed of the service. I appreciate y'all watching. If you could like, subscribe, and comment, that greatly helps out the channel. Again, thank you so much and take care.